All right, so the worst thing you can do when you are experimenting with a new tool in art is to go in and do a straight original piece, in my opinion at least. So recently I've been experimenting with new tools, fountain pens and brush pens, and you know, I want to warm up to them. It takes a while when you learn something new or when you grab something new to get that comfortable with it, for your eye and hand coordination to get good at it, and for you to kind of produce work that you, like the kind of work that you see in your mind in the page. So what I do normally is I go find an artist that I like, and usually certain artists inspire me to draw certain things that use that tool effectively. Like if I am new at dip pens, for example, and I find an artist that is generally good at that. Whoever, you know, do your research. I can suggest a lot of artists, but if this is personal for you, it'll work better. I find an artist that does that, and I do master studies. And the master studies are a lot of fun because you can just do them over and over and over again. There's already a piece out there so you know what it's supposed to look like because the piece exists. And you can always reference that piece back in comparison with your piece and see if you're mastering this technique or not. So, for example, I love Frank Frazetta's pen and ink work. Maybe I like his pen and ink work and brush and ink work more than the actual paintings. Maybe because just oil painting is just so out of my league that I just don't see myself doing that. So when I grab a bunch, like a new pens or new brush pens, I do master studies of Frazetta, or Bernie Wrightson, or Gary Gianni, or Andrew Zorn, or Franklin Booth, you know, or Doré, Gustave Doré. I've done master studies of all their work. This is the most recent one. This is a piece that I kept looking at over and over again of Frazetta's. It just blew my mind, just how many people are down here. And if you see his original work, I'll try to put it up. I don't know how to do this, but I'll try. If you see the original work, just seeing the intricate lines that he does here will blow your mind. I mean, I don't come close to figuring this stuff out that he does here in the mess. Because honestly, the focal point is here. Anybody who's looking at this piece is going to look at it here. Your eye's going to wander sometimes and scan, but we get the idea. A lot of people, and he's up there. It's not likely the last time I'm going to do this one particularly again, but you know, I'm happy with where I got it so far, and I'm okay with it. This one is of Bernie Wrightson's. Again, really loved this piece, kept looking at it over and over again. I love I love the transitions between the deep darks and the bold lines into the thin lines, and I'm still trying to figure that out. It blows my mind that he says he didn't use any white out. Maybe he scratched stuff out, but like, I think it's great. And I framed this because it looks like a Bernie Wrightson, and I'm not selling it or anything, but you know, I might put it on the wall one day. That's an additional thing that you could do when you do master studies, you know? And then when you're comfortable with that, when you've done your master studies, then you can go and work on your pages, you know, using those same techniques. You know, it has nothing to do with Frazetta anymore, but I'm working on these pages. He looks a little cross-eyed, doesn't he? Gotta fix that. I'm gonna fix that right now while I'm talking to you because it's bothering me so much. Anyway, then you go work on your master studies. Or master studies, what am I talking about? On your actual pages with the inspiration of the techniques you've used. I've done something similar with Andre Zorn. Let me see if I can actually pick that one up and show you. Yeah. Here's a Zorn piece. I made a video about this. I did it on a cardboard. Lots of ink, lots of lines around, because Andrew Zorn, he was etching on metal. He was not actually doing ink on paper. And then I use that as inspiration. Here's a recent page I've done where I kind of took that as inspiration and kind of tried to emulate that metal etching style. See what I mean? So do some studies. It'll help you. Do some master studies. Put them out on the wall. You know, next I'm gonna do a bunch of brush and ink, and I'm gonna just study those. I have a bunch that I'm gonna do from Bishema, because I like Bishema a lot, and I think I've shown this on the channel before. But here's a Bishema piece that with brush that I worked on. I liked it so much I decided to do a master copy of it, and then let that be the inspiration to get into your own pieces. And take that knowledge that you do. It's really helpful to do them back to back too, because you get all that fresh, and then you go into your pieces, and it's great. Look at that cat. What's up, Loon? You're on YouTube. All right, guys, so I hope this was helpful. How do you like this 90s couch I'm wearing? It looks like a hotel room for kids, but it's cool. All right, thank you so much. See ya.